Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Jews in Sports. We have a new series for you following the lives of our athletes for the Climb for Life at jifoundation.org, where 10 kids from Lifeline will be going through a Spartan race in October 18th, virtual training and all. And so we felt like it was such a good opportunity leading up to this amazing event to share with you some of the stories of our athlete heroes. When I say heroes, so cue the intro. Let's do it. Welcome to Jews in Sports. I'm your host, Michael Newman. Yes, that's me. I was on LeBron James' show $1 Million Mile on CBS, where I actually won $25,000 in my yarmulke versus a pro athlete. Being able to inspire and create moments like this. And so then I created my foundation where we take kids with physical challenges through a Spartan race, not only changing their lives, but the lives of volunteers. I am an elite Spartan pro racer. I have competed in many world championships and have been on podiums. I'm training for Israel Ninja Warrior Season 4 and have this wonderful podcast where we go into life's biggest questions from the perspective of our Jewish athlete heroes. Please enjoy while we try to inspire and change lives. Here we go, introducing Ari Cohen and Leah Cohen. There she is.
And Daddy Cohen's here too.
And Dad is here too, off in the background.
Yes.
Off in the background, but always supporting, as we know, and the incredible stuff you guys do. And I have to start with this just quickly. When I said, we're in COVID, we're in, everyone is at a point where they're so on edge. The cases are going back up. And I said, how was your day? And Leah went, great, fantastic. No, not even complaining.
How's your day, Ari?
Ari, how was your day?
He said it's good.
It was good. So, Leah, can you quickly explain to us what Ari's diagnosis is? What Ari has gone through since the early ages of his life.
So Ari has a rare chromosome disorder called trisomy 9 mosaic. I will say, starting from the end, to any newly diagnosed parent, we were told he's not non-compatible with life. But, as parents, we know exactly what our kids are capable of. And you need to believe in them more than anything. They will show you. They will teach you. I could not do anything without Ari. Yes, it is horrific to walk into an office and a doctor to say to you, oh, your kid has a tumor on his spine and he's not going to make it through the night and we don't know what's going on and he has to have a CAT scan and he might not wake up. But then I look at Ari, I looked at him, he was only 6 weeks old when that happened. I looked at him and he was smiling and he was laughing and he was sick. He was really sick. His oxygen level was down, but he was fighting, man. He was fighting. And so whether I believed it or not, I looked at him and he made me believe in everything. To see what he goes through, what he fights through. I mean, I'm scared to go to the dentist. I'm scared to get a blood test. And this kid goes into the hospital knowing full well that he's going to be put to sleep. He's going to have an MRI. He's going to have a surgery. I mean, that's guts. That's like, and if he could do it, then I'm going to do it. And not only am I going to do it, I'm going to stand by him and I'm going to watch him. I'm going to watch him show to the world, Ma, I got this. You just watch me. And because he's brave, I'm brave. I'm not gonna let myself fall apart because he's just not gonna let me.
Man.
Not gonna let me, even if I wanted to. And I think all newly diagnosed parents are gonna see that very quickly, honestly. And honestly, I think some of the other special needs or medically fragile parents listening to this are going to say, I know exactly what she's talking about. I know exactly the time when I looked at my child in the bed and I said, if this kid can do it, I got this. I'm going to be strong for him.
It's so interesting because I want to I want to unpack this in more of a way to every parent. I'm a parent, but I'm a psychologist and I get to see certain dynamics. Parents don't look at their kids as strong and powerful and the ability to take on life. They're weak. I gotta care for them, and it's so interesting to hear the dynamic where Ari is lifting you. Ari's carrying you in some respect.
100%. 100%.
And I'm saying,
not even in some respect, 100%.
100%.
He puts this smile on my face, even though at times I'm ready to, wanna, But he does it. It's him. There's a reason he is the way he is. Yeah. I don't know what that reason is, but I know that everything he's gone through, I sure as heck am not going to be the one to fall apart.
Wow. So here.
What do you say to that?
Well, it's what do I say to that? I say it is absolutely the way to live.
It's the only way. Because what's the other side?
But we don't. The other side is to constantly say, why me? The other side is to be depressed, anxiety-ridden, fearful of the next day. It's
okay. It's okay. I have days like that.
Yeah, of course you do.
I do. Yeah. I'm not Superwoman, though I play one on TV.
Power pose.
Power pose. I play one on TV. No, there are days that are really, really hard. But I just look at Ari and I just keep going. If he keeps going, I keep going. That's what you have to do.
And when I'm saying with people that don't understand that, I think a lot of people, when I'm saying they're living anxiety and such like that, and that's the point, and that's the point why I want to bring people to Ari, because here's the thing: we do not like to put ourselves in positions that make us uncomfortable as human beings.
True.
Right? People do not do Spartan racing because you're going to be in pain. It's going to be hard. And so I'd rather not do it. I've had that recently, no, we're good,
Yeah, I understand that. It's tough.
But you don't grow. That's the point. You don't grow when you face your fears. If you continue to succumb to your psychological boundaries, your walls that we put up to make ourselves feel comfortable. And that's the point. You and Ari have been faced with the uncomfortable. My point is I'm trying to explain or figure out with you why people do not have your ideology and your perspective. Because people say, she's just saying it. Not at all. You literally look at Ari with incredible love and you see things as different from all of us. And the only reasoning I can get from him, what I've been learning on this journey, is that every day you're faced with those gut-wrenching emotions, the feelings that we never will accept.
Every day is a blessing, and every day,
and you believe that it's precious. It's not something you just say. We all say that. Oh, every day.
No, but I really live it.
Right.
I mean, I look at. I belong on these space group chats of, for trisomy 9 mosaic, and the life expectancy is not great. Ari's already defying odds.
Wow.
So plus. But so to me, every day is a blessing. And it's you know what? I think you have to kind of be in that situation to feel what I'm feeling. This is a natural high. I get this. I'm being, it's a joke, but I'm being serious. This is something that, I'm sorry to all you out there. You're not going to feel this unless you come in contact with Ari, unless you bring yourself in those positions where you can help kids like Ari, or unless you have a child like Ari. You're not going to really truly understand that this is not just something that I'm saying. This is how I live, and because there's no other option. There's no other option.
That's the kicker. That's the kicker.
It is what it is.
It's Napoleon, where he puts his soldiers on the beach and burns the bridge and burns the ships. You can only go forward, and
right, 100%. You hit the nail on the head with that one.
And it's so funny because we have Camp Simcha and High Lifeline and such, and a lot of the volunteers are kids and teens, and it's a wonderful foundation for them to feel that and such. However, I'm so proud of this program for me to talk with Ari and see, because I'm going to be honest right now. When I was a teen, I was very uncomfortable.
Myself as well.
You know?
Myself as well. I've actually written a Facebook post to the boy in shul that I made fun of when I was little.
Wow.
And I get very choked up talking about this because I'm so sorry to that boy. He just wanted to communicate. He just wanted to say hello. He just wanted to share his snack, and we all laughed at him. And what I say to him, because he's still alive, I see him from time to time, I say, I'm sorry because I just didn't know. I really didn't know, but I know now that him shaking back and forth was him giving everything that he had to pray to God in his own way. Because I know it because I see Ari do it.
Right.
And I, like you said, when you were a teen, you either made fun of kids like this or you looked the other way, you weren't comfortable. Never in my life did I think that this would be me, had I known then that this would be, but I don't think that's the way the world worked. I think now as an adult that helps me to see Ari for who he is, because I remember that boy in shul. I remember how we laughed at him, and it really, it sucks that kids do that. And that's, for me, one of the things that's so special about what you do is you're bringing awareness to this, and you're making Ari cool.
Right.
I mean, you're making him cool. I mean, he hangs out with, when he was with you, he hung out with NFL players who were picking him up.
Adam Biniswati.
Yes, that guy was brilliant. He's like Ari's best friend. Even though we only saw him once, he's like his best friend. Like, how many kids could say, oh, I just flipped tires with an NFL dude,
Right.
Like, so you bringing awareness is definitely huge, because it's going to help kids like how I was. One day they're going to go to shul and they're going to see a kid shuckling, and they're going to say, hey, wasn't that kid doing the Climb for Life Spartan race? And that kid's not going to make fun of Ari because of the things that you're doing to erase that stigma and to show everyone who they are inside, not just what they are on the outside.
Yeah. I'm not really doing anything because I really do believe it. I'm serious. I'll say that I'm so.
Okay, all you out there,
everyone, I'll say it like this. I'm very grateful that Hashem put me in a position where I'm able to do this.
Hashem is good.
Hashem is, and I'll tell you, I'm so happy. People have asked me, what's the key to happiness? And I say happiness is the most selfish thing. And I've heard about this on a couple of podcasts since I came up with this concept. And, it's an ugly word, selfish, but it's not when it comes to happiness. Because if you want to be happy, Viktor Frankl says it, meaning. And how you get meaning is helping others and to make an impact on the world. And the best way to do that is to help others. So if I'm selfish in this moment with Climb for Life, I'll take it because I'm the happiest person doing this, and I'm so grateful for the position I'm in. But more importantly, come on, what you bring to everyone right now, what you live every day, this is easy for me. Life is very hard, and when you get the ultimate test and you're winning the game of life, it's something special to watch. It's something special to see and feel and be there. And so, to speak to, to speak to saying something about not understanding what a kid like Ari goes through, not having that understanding, I wouldn't blame you for saying that. And I don't blame teens for doing it.
No.
Because we're very uncomfortable with that feeling, and why, and I'll go on a teeny rant, although I already have ranted, but
I had that effect on people, so
you bring out the best in people, you really do. But why is it when people walk by homeless, we get nervous and anxiety ridden, and we get fearful? Because because we psychologically we've proven, because I can be in that position.
Yes.
And so when we see kids like Ari, we get uncomfortable because we can be in that position, whether it's someone we know, our future kids, whatever. It's uncertainty. And so
I've heard people say that to me. I've heard people say, I'm not going to have any more kids because I have 3 healthy kids.
Wow.
And when I look at someone like Ari, I just have to be thankful that my kids are healthy.
Right.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's the same thing that you're saying. You pass a homeless person, and the reason that you don't look is because you're afraid that could be you. And
that's what
that's
happens.
what I'm saying. A lot of people out there look at us and say, hey, that could have been me. That could be my kid. I mean, especially something like Ari, it's not genetic. It's a fluke. It's like winning the lottery. There's no rhyme or reason.
Wow.
It's not contagious. It's not, it's just a fluke. So it can happen to anyone.
And that makes us uncomfortable and fearful. Yes. But here's the point.
And I understand that.
But you're showing people life is hard. Can we all, stop the thing that, oh no, I'm good today. Everyone's happy. Everyone's doing so well all the time. We go on Instagram. Everyone's happy. No, everyone works. And if you want to be happy, you have to go. First of all, the easiest thing is to go help others. And that's a lot of hard work. Right. But to see someone like you and say you are truly happy when you have every right to be miserable and sad and laid down, and you came up to the test, and I'm hoping that everyone, can see that and have that information, because when we get nervous, we don't have the information. That's the point. Gandhi says it best, and a meditator also, I think, is saying that, you can only do the best you can with the information you have. However, it is your job to get the information.
Absolutely.
You have to read, you can't drive around the street without.
You got to put yourself out there.
And you have to.
You got to put yourself in uncomfortable situations and do what you got to do for your kid. You think I want to be talking to the wide world out there? It's terrifying. I don't know who's watching this.
Right.
But I'm doing it for other mothers, and I'm doing it for kids like Ari, that I want parents to know that these kids deserve this. They fight these battles every day. So even though it's hard for you, even though you say, oh, my kid can't possibly do that. I'm not bringing him to these kind of functions. I'm not taking him to the movies. He'll never sit. So what? Take him.
Wow.
Even if they sit for 2 seconds at a movie, get him some popcorn.
I gotta tell you, I gotta tell you, I was so nervous about doing this race, and I said, because let's say we can't finish the race, Ari's gonna start. He's gonna be like, nah, he's gonna move off, which he won't. By the way, we're ready.
But it's okay, because he's already won.
And that's the point.
He's already won this.
My dad turns to me and goes, so. You gave him the opportunity.
See him 2 minutes ago when we were in the middle of talking, and he got up and got his scooter. That's what he's gonna do. So either I could say, oh gosh, I cannot believe he's doing this now, or I could say, look, he's got that scooter out, let's go. You just got to roll with it and let them be who they are. If they don't finish the race, it's okay. He's still getting the medal, right?
Yeah, he's getting the medal. Don't worry.
Okay, there you go. And the free T-shirt.
Yes, free T-shirt, and it's
all the swag.
All the swag. We're getting the swag.
He's already won. Even if he takes one step, that's one step that I thought that he couldn't take.
And let's take this message to all the parents, not even parents with kids. Everyone. Look at your kid. I don't even have kids, but I see this in my practice all the time. The simplest thing that I try to get parents to do, that they miss the boat all the time. And it's mind-boggling to me, because I'm not a parent. I'm not judging. I understand life is life. But to sit down with your kid and just sit there for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, to listen to their day and say at the end, I love you. I want you to know that I love you. You will make the kids week, day, year, change the perspective of what
even if you don't say I love you, even if you just take the time to sit with them. Even if they're doing their own thing, but you're sitting there right next to them.
I've had people,
you got to be in it to win it. You know what I'm saying?
I've told parents, do you understand when you look at your phone when you're spending time with your kids that you know what you're doing to them? You don't realize it. And so I think, have spoken to everyone how powerful your kids are. And we have to be attuned to that, no matter who they are.
You gave them life, but in turn, they are your whole purpose. They are life.
Who would have imagined in this podcast, in this episode, that people will be listening to you saying, what? No, Ari's the one who's schlepping me through this life. Ari's the one who's got me on the bandwagon. Everyone is thinking that you're the one. I even said it. You're the one who does it. Ari's the one's carrying you. So I really hope people.
Did you not see his muscles? He's strong, man. He's strong.
So we're going to end here, and we're going to please everyone go to jifoundation.org to see Ari's story, the written story. Comment, send Leah and Ari a message of let's go, whatever you want to send of encouragement, because they're incredible. And any other way anyone can reach out to you, or I guess email info@jifoundation.org if you want to get in contact with Leah. I'm sure you would, anyone who needs the help or encouragement or guidance or support, if they can reach out to you, is that, if that's okay.
Oh, you're asking me now if that's okay? Yeah, sure. Why not?
I can edit it.
Of course. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Of course it's okay. That's the whole reason I'm doing this,
Exactly. So everyone,
if I can help in any way, I'm here.
Obviously, our goal with this episode is if we can impact one person. Thanks everyone so much for tuning in and listening to a really wonderful, amazing story, which is hopefully going to, with a bang, the Climb for Life, where we're October 18th going through a Spartan race with the help of Spartan Team Believe, High Lifeline Southeast, and High Lifeline in general. And obviously Ari, by the way, Ari is going through, just so everyone understands, I can't believe I'm saying this at the end, but just so everyone understands, Ari is going through a race that has made people question themselves when they sign up for it.
and let me just tell you this: next week Thursday, he's being put under anesthesia for an MRI because his spine is having a lot of issues. So first of all, please everybody keep good thoughts in your mind, but it doesn't matter what the outcome. He's still running that race.
It's going to happen.
He's there by hook or by crook. He is there.
And we're going to do it. And I just, again, everyone should know, when I ran it the first time in my life, compared to others, I'm so blessed, and, really nothing has happened to me. And I run it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did it. So Ari is like, by the way, he knows what he's getting into. He's done the obstacles. He's seen it. And everyone thinks, he knows what's about to happen.
He's got his war paint on. He's ready.
And we have our volunteers ready. And so everyone knows what's happening is that there are walls 10 feet tall, and there are buckets of 100 pounds of rocks. And we have barbed wire crawls. Obviously, the safety and precaution, we're ready. We got everything. We have other people in Spartan, everyone focused on it. So there's really no worry there. But it is going to be awesome and amazing. Rope climbs and everything, whatever we can do, we're going to do. And we're going to work as a team to do it. And so, Leah, thank you so much for
thank you.
Changing hopefully one person's life. So
thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for changing Ari's life and helping me to see that visual wall of what he climbs every day.
By the way, I have on my wall, change one person's life. And so when you said to me, you changed our lives, I went, shoot, my goal already is over.
Get a new poster, man.
So I ripped it down. I put another one up, change one person's life.
Maybe make it 2 now.
Yeah, one person at a time.
Yes.
We did it. New goal for the year. So, Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity, and we can't wait to run this race, and more power to you.
We're going to inspire a lot of people. I'm really excited.